Well, for the second time in just a few short weeks, Derrick managed to do it again. He managed to find a bottle that I'd never had before. And I liked it. I really liked it. But he also managed to do something else in this episode. And it really highlights of why I really enjoy drinking things without knowing what's in the box or what's in the bottle. Without being blinded by marketing or fancy packaging or things of that nature. And I'd like to highlight this as a good example. This, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but it was north of $100. I know that for sure. So this is the H. Derringer bourbon whiskey. This is a tribute bottle to Henry Derringer. And if you need to know who that is, here's your hint. And this is, beautiful bottle, beautiful packaging. And pop the cork. Use this as a cork. Like I said, this was, $100, $150. The juice. It's just crap off the nose. It's like hints of pine tree, and it leaves a little funny aftertaste to me. The juice is crap, if you want my opinion. But it leads to tell us, you can't always judge a book by its cover or a whiskey by its bottle. And in tonight's episode, Derrick managed to find something that I've never had before. And I'm on camera saying that it could be a $100 bottle. And then he tells me he paid $40 for it. And then when I looked it up at Total Wine, you can have it today for $28. I gave a pretty good score. The question is drinking it blind, did I know what I was drinking? And that's what we're going to find out. God, get this shit out of here. Happy Tuesday and welcome back to the Whiskey Cave. Tonight we've got a Japanese whiskey, a Suntory whiskey. It's called Toki, which means time in Japanese. Japanese whiskeys tend to be light and subtle. This one will be harder for Tom because they have a lot of Scotch tendencies. This particular whiskey is a blend of both a malt whiskey and a grain whiskey, so it's going to be a bit harder to put your fingers on. It's 86 proof, so typical Scotch proof. I've never had this one before, so for me this will also be an interesting experience. I have had this distiller before. They make a number of fine whiskeys, and I know Tom has had the brand before, but I doubt he's actually had this bottle before. So this is going to be more of a challenge for him. So let's go get him and we'll see how he does. Ready to go?
Yep.
What is going on? Happy Tuesday?
Happy Tuesday.
I got you. I think I got you. This is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah?
I'm gonna put you through your
I'm
paces.
feeling good. I'm feeling purple today.
All right.
White and bold. I'm just feeling it.
All right, I'll put you through your paces today.
Okay. All right. Any subtle hints you want to give me here? It's light. Very light.
It is.
Doesn't look like anything from Kentucky.
I'll give you one. I've never had this before.
Oh!
So this will be.
Oh, that's not a good hint.
That's like the worst
hint you can give me?
I said this is gonna be harder.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's get a nose on it.
Really put that on there this time.
Killing that nose palate.
Interesting.
Yeah. Gonna give me a minute on this one. A slight sea salt to it. Ocean air.
I was just a C.
Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way, but a little fishy.
Okay.
Like the boat's like scales.
Yeah, marshy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in a pleasant way, not in a.
Yeah, it's not like bad fish, but
yeah.
just like it's that, you know.
It's very. It's faint but present. Like a clean Hampton Beach, not a stinky Hampton Beach. Depends on which side of town you come in on, you know.
I don't know. I know that I would know a stinky Hampton Beach. But yeah, this is more clean. This is clean, but this has got that, you know, got some seaside going on.
Yep. So it's gonna put me in the malt category. This doesn't look like a Jefferson Ocean from a parent's perspective, so it's the only thing I can think of from an American perspective that would give me this salty perspective. Ooh. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I was impressed.
It's almost got like candy on a palate.
And it's got like
Little
this
sugary.
It's got this
a confection
viscosity
sugar
to it.
Yeah.
Like it definitely has some body to it, which I really appreciate.
Yes. No, this is one that hits the taste buds for sure.
Yeah, they did a good job with this one.
And you've never had this.
I've never had this before.
Have I had this before?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously, we've never had it together, obviously.
Okay.
And I don't know what you drink when you're not around me, but I'd be surprised if you had this. I'm sure you've had something from this distiller,
Okay.
but not this particular bottle.
I'm getting like, I know you've had a few of the Glenmorangies, the tail ofs. Mm-hmm. I think there's a tail of Tokyo, the tail of cake.
Yep.
This is reminding me a lot of that. Just it's like the candied palate. Again, I'm getting like confection sugar on the back end, and it's giving me like experimental vibes.
Yep. That's probably a good characteristic.
You know, it's not a traditional sherry or a traditional wine finish. I mean, it may have some component of that, but
so you like
it's
it?
sweet. I wouldn't call this a fruit forward. Again, I'm getting candy.
No. Real subtle would be grape or very subtle.
Yeah. If anything, like a light grape to it, but really subtle.
Guess on proof?
Where there's flavor, there's usually proof. Mm-hmm. I'm not tasting the proof, but I'm tasting flavor. So I'm really going to stab in the 95, 96 range.
Okay.
93 to 96, somewhere in that range. And I'm saying that
Not
more,
a lot, but slightly more than normal.
I'm saying that because it's just there's flavor here.
For something relatively light.
Oh yeah. Well, light doesn't always mean no. Yeah.
This is true.
But
plenty of peated scotches that are light, that have plenty of flavor.
But I'm not tasting the proof. I'm just tasting flavor, so that lends me to believe that there's some proof involved. Mm-hmm. You're right. I'm all over the board on I mean, Scotch-like. I mean, it could be a worldly bottle, something from Japan, something from Taiwan. It's not peaty. Although I did again, that nose still gave me that like salty. It's weird. So salt on the nose, but then it went to sugar on the finish.
Young, old.
I'm gonna say this has got to be the work of a 12-year-old anyway. So that would probably be my guess. Probably something in the 12-year mark. Price point? That's a really great question. This could be anywhere. It doesn't drink like anything cheap.
Mm-hmm. I'll give it that.
But it's not like overly refined either. But if you told me this was a $100 bottle, it would not shock me.
Sure, that's a good mark for it one way or the other, right?
Yeah. It's good. I like it. I'm gonna score this pretty well. I'm gonna give it an 8.2 in the nose. We're gonna go a little lighter in the nose. The nose was pleasant, but it was just a little bit more subdued.
Yep.
The palate and the finish came to play. So I'm gonna score a little higher on that. I'm gonna probably go 8.7. It's a great drink, whatever it is.
So
I guess the only thing I can say is it's comping like a Glenmorangie experimental.
Yep.
Maybe an Oban experimental, but there's not enough earthy notes and not enough peat notes to be an Oban. But that's about all I got out of this.
So for me, since I never had this one before, I would say like more like 7, 8 on the nose. It was subtle.
Yep.
But more, and then maybe like 8.2, 8.4. It did finish really well for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy. This is a sight unseen kind of purchase, and when you get this kind of response, that makes me happy. You want to give any official guesses or? You just want to see the bottle?
I'm gonna stay in the Scotch lane. I don't recall ever tasting anything outside of Scotland like this. The Japs can do it. They can do it in Thailand. I've had some with it, but not quite with the sugar profile. I've never had it, at least from outside of Scotland. And again, the only comp I got is is an experimental Glenmorangie, which I'm probably not right. I don't see you pouring out here, but yeah, that's what I got.
So you hit around it pretty good. So this is a Suntory.
Oh, okay, all right.
So Japanese.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen this one before.
Yeah.
And it's actually a blend.
Okay.
Of both malt and grain.
Oh.
So I think some of the sweetness is coming from the grain.
Yes. Well, I would explain the uniqueness of the flavor profile as well, because there's not a lot I drink that's malt and grain.
Yeah. I think it's a $40 bottle.
This is a great $40 bottle.
86 proof.
This is a phenomenal $40 bottle.
So very happy. I'm happy with this result.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really good. I was impressed.
Yeah, and I actually don't think I've had this. If I have, it's been a long time.
I don't even think it's that old. I think it's been around that long.
Okay. Vivid blend of whiskeys from Hakushu, Yamakaze, and Cheetah distilleries. Silky with subtly sweet and spicy finish. I can't really say I get the spicy.
For Japanese, it potentially has got some spice to it.
I will say for Japanese, this has got some flavor profile to it. 86 proof, so I was a little high on that.
Japanese whiskey is going to be hard because it tends to model Scotch oftentimes.
Yes, they do.
But they have their own. I would generally characterize them as being a little lighter in flavor profile.
The two characteristics that didn't land me on a Japanese whiskey was the initial saltiness, which has since passed. I don't really get that anymore. But just that sugary note that I was just getting between a palate and a finish. And that's what swayed me to.
So I thought the salty notes might have actually got you to Japan. It's an island.
It is an island, I know, but it's just, you think salty and briny.
And they don't have the.
You think of the islands in Scotland. You think of Islay.
They don't have the catalogs of products.
They don't. Correct. Yeah. But price, phenomenal.
Yeah. I would recommend this. Definitely.
Absolutely.
You could bring this to an event and people are very happy with
Yeah.
with what you're offering there.
Like I said, if you had told me this was a $100 bottle, I would not have shocked me. Is there an age statement? Probably not.
No, no age statement.
Yeah.
And my guess is it's not super aged, but aged enough. Oh, and it is aged in American white oak.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't taste at all, which usually is for me is a negative. It dries it out. I don't get that at all.
Yeah, you think the American oak dries it out
For me.
Yeah.
It gives I don't know, like I can feel it on the back of my tongue when it's for, raw oak.
Yeah, I would say I'm not a huge fan of that American or the virgin oak, particularly. At least in the finishing process, for sure. But this was a good pick. But I guess I didn't pick Japanese.
Well, so. I set you up. This was gonna be a hard one to get.
Yeah, but this is good. I'm glad you. This is a great selection. At this price point, I would enjoy the glass of this on a routine basis.
We'll serve this up.
I think you introduced me something to.
I was gonna say we'll serve
put
up
in a rotation.
Serve up to the guys and see what they think.
We will. Excellent.
Cool.
So we're gonna cut, but I'm gonna pour you something nice here.
Cool. It's always my favorite part.
Yeah, and we'll do one more pour.
Excellent.
But we'll enjoy this first, and we'll come back to it.
Very good.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.